Hello, welcome to another vlog. I don't know how to start this video. Oh my gosh. Hello, today we will be preparing and going to a mini-con. Mini-con is this Saturday. It is in San Antonio and we are, yeah, it's rapidly approaching. Am I ready? No, I'm not. I'm not ready. It's really bad. It's not looking good for me. It's not going well. There's a lot going on. My charm restock came in just in time though. Today is Thursday, con is Saturday, just got here. So that's a good thing. I don't know what I'm doing with my display yet. I haven't planned that out at all. And frankly, I say this every single time. I know. Every time. I am a creature of habit. I'm gonna wing it. It's fine, it's whatever. No, it's not fine. I need to make signage. Proper signage for once. Or at least try to, but yeah, mini-con. I did get new charms. I have new products that I have made over time, which I will be selling at mini-con. Or at least I have a good amount of new stuff that I didn't have the last time I was there. And I did get a new charm made this batch, which I am very excited about because I'm trying something a little new with it. And why don't we just open this up? Let's just open this up. Pins, so many pins. Ah, they're pink. So this charm order was mostly a restock. Well, not charm, it's my acrylic restock. So acrylic charms, acrylic pins. I did order one new design though. I tried something different this time. So I recently played Fire Emblem Engage. I really liked it and I wanted to try making some charms for it. I tried out just one design this time. And let me just open it. It's easier if I open it and show y'all. So basically I was trying to get one printed full bleed and I wanted to see, you know, what it would be like. I don't know if y'all can see. Oh, it's so smooth, so shiny. So this is what it looks like up close. Hello. 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 Thanks. What else is in the car?
Hair stand, the little box, and my food.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, so we are here to set up for mini-con. I just finished eating brunch and I'm basically loading all of my stuff in right now. I'm literally just sitting in my car so I can film this. But yeah, we're almost done loading all our stuff in. I just have a box, my banner stand, this rack thing I have that I like to use sometimes, not really. And I also have a box of leftover pancakes or whatever. So I just have to bring all of this stuff in and I think that'll be it. Today it's just gonna be 7 hours. So 1 7-hour day and then we'll be driving back to Austin and hopefully I get a chance to film. I remember the last time I was here, I was so busy. I barely had time to film anything at all. And so I hope I have footage I can share. I will do my best, but if not, I guess I'll just pad out the whole explanation portion at the end, but we will see. Hopefully the show goes well. We're about halfway through with mini-con. Hello, say hello. It's going well. It's pretty busy. It's not as crazy as last year because last year I had a high traffic space and this year I have a low traffic space, but it's still pretty good actually. There's like a lot of foot traffic, so far it's been good. So I'm currently sold out of my RPG notepads, and I'm also sold out of my Froggy notepads. So I do have to restock the Frog ones, and then the RPG ones, I have more at home, which I'll be listing online. Hello, it's Friday. I took a brief break after returning from Mini Con. I got really swept up in work and some other things I was doing, so I didn't really get to film this until now, but we're here now and that's all that matters. So this is basically the part of the vlog where I give a little mini review of the convention and also break down how I did, how I performed. So Mini Con, this is my second time doing it. My first time was last year. I did a vlog on that as well, which will be, I'll probably put it up there somewhere. And I did well last year. I had a high traffic space. I got the 12-foot high traffic space, so it's basically the most expensive option. It goes away like instantly. It's just really hard to get, and I was really lucky and I nabbed it for my very first Mini Con, and I did very well. So I was very new to conventions at the time. I wasn't all that experienced. I was still, learning the ropes, and it was a bit overwhelming with 12 feet of space. My display was not ideal. It wasn't the most attractive thing ever. I also debuted my tote bags around that time, and they also didn't sell at all, which was kind of crazy looking back. But regardless, I had a good experience. I did well. One thing I will say is that Mini Con is a very casual convention. It's a mall con, it's a mall convention. It's one day, it's free entry. You have people, who are attending for the convention. You also have regular people shopping in the mall or doing other things in the mall who just happen to come across this random convention they knew nothing about. So it's kind of interesting, the mixed target audience, but the traffic is great throughout. And I also had the same experience this time around. This year, everything was a bit last minute, I think because they were having issues with the venue and with the city as well for planning this event and everything. So everything was kind of rushed, but for the most part, the experience was kind of the same. The only difference is that we didn't get our placements until 2 days before the event, which was a bit, last minute, but it's fine. It's just so casual. It's just, you kind of just show up, you walk in, you find your spot. Apparently you're supposed to check in, but I didn't check in. I kind of just set up and that was it. I kind of did the same thing last time as well, so it's whatever. This year I also participated in a stamp rally, which was so much fun. It was so nice getting to, collaborate with a bunch of other artists and also just participate in something fun, do something a little different. Who doesn't love a good stamp card? So it was a Sanrio baby girl themed stamp rally, and I created this little mini print for the goodie bag that we offered everyone who fully filled out a stamp card. Now that the stamp rally is over, it won't be an exclusive print anymore. I'll be selling it online and in future conventions. So if you like it, you can buy it from me in the near future. The stamp rally seemed to be a huge success. Everyone who participated was really excited about it. I don't know, I just love stamping a card. It feels really nice. Also, I will say, I do think I had a better experience this year compared to last year, even though everything was so last minute, because one, I had more experience selling, so I wasn't as overwhelmed. Two, I had my display figured out for the most part, because it's pretty standard 6-foot table display that I do every single time. Three, I didn't have to worry about filling out 12 feet of space, even though I think I could confidently do it this time around. Four, I had my banner stand. What happened was last year I couldn't use my banner stand because mine had broke, and this year I got a new one and I also had the old one fixed. So I had a banner stand. I didn't have to come up with I didn't have to engineer something completely different, but I would say it just went smoother for me. I also packed everything into a suitcase. Last year I kind of just brought my entire inventory just because, and this year I limited it. I was like, I don't want to lug everything back and forth between my car. Even though I could, I don't want to, and I want to avoid that because I was so sore after, everything that I was literally limping back to my hotel. Another change I did this year was that I didn't book a hotel. So I'm in Austin. San Antonio is about 1.5 hour drive away. I was like, you know what, we're gonna finish this and we're gonna drive back in Austin because I want to sleep in my own bed and I also don't want to pay for a hotel. So that's what we did. I don't regret it, it was good. It was a bit tiring, you know, packing up everything and then having to drive all the way back. It was quite the problematic drive too because we kept running into like accidents and road closures and stuff on the way back. But it's okay, we made it back in one piece and we managed to grab dinner, which is great. And then I got to sleep in my own bed. Perfect, amazing, incredible. Y'all might not care about any of this. I'm sure a lot of people here are more so here for the breakdown, you know, the money, the numbers. So for comparison, last year I made $1,044 selling at Mini Con, and I had hotel and table costs. And when I subtracted that, I made about somewhere between $700 and $800. I'll put the final total on the screen somewhere here so y'all can actually see it. So that's about how much I made after spending a little over $300 to $400 to vend there, table and hotel. This year, I will say, this year I got a low traffic space. I couldn't get a high traffic space or even a normal traffic space. I got a low traffic space, and not only was it low traffic, it was also upstairs. So I think there's low traffic downstairs and there's low traffic upstairs, and downstairs I'm pretty sure gets more traffic than upstairs from what I have seen and heard. But I will say that traffic was consistent throughout my entire time there. I don't think traffic was ever bad, like foot traffic. So upstairs, downstairs, I think you'll do fine regardless. I think this is just a good show if you're in Texas. I would not fly in for this show because it's literally a one-day mall convention. I think no matter how much you make here in one day, I don't know if it's worth the hassle of flying in just for a one-day mall convention. Personally, that's what I think. I got a low traffic space, so I do think that did factor into my final sales amount, but I still did well. This year I made $803 and I paid like $60 for my table. So I would say my final total would be about $740. So I kind of basically made the same amount as I did last year, subtracting everything, but with a low traffic space rather than a high traffic, like the most expensive option. I was also upstairs. So the fact that I still did just as well as I did last year, taking all of this into account, is pretty surprising. I guess it's also proof that I've grown a lot, you know, vending wise, to the point where even, you know, in this different location at the end of the hall, it's like I still did as well as I did last year at the, 12-foot space. And now I'm curious about how much I would have made if I was downstairs low traffic rather than upstairs low traffic. I wish I had numbers I could compare so I can, definitively say whether, how much of a difference it would have made. But I did well. It's one day, literally just one day in a mall, chill. I'm in, and then after 7 hours, I'm out. I got dinner, I'm done. I made like almost $800 in one day. It's like, that's cool, that's great. For me at least. Overall, I had a good experience. I don't really know what else to say about it. Mini Con is just a simple one-day mall convention. It's good if you can get in, and if you can't, it's not the end of the world. Also, one thing I will say is that this year they fixed the AC problem. I think last year it started getting really unbearably warm inside, and this year I didn't have that problem. It was relatively cool throughout. I had no issues with my phone signal, so I had data the entire time. I was able to process card sales. There were times throughout the day where it's a little spotty just because there's a lot of people, but honestly I didn't really have problems. And I used T-Mobile. Just for those curious, I used T-Mobile and I didn't have problems, so don't really have to worry about Wi-Fi or anything like that. Yeah, would I recommend Mini Con? Yes, I would if you're local or, in Texas. I think it's a great convention. I really enjoy doing it. I hope I can do it again next year. Just some more like analytical stuff, I guess. Last year, what I sold most of were my acrylic products and my acrylic charms, and also my mini prints. I sold a lot of prints last year, mini and my large 11x17s, which I was honestly shocked by. Yeah, I sold a lot of those and also sold a lot of charms. Whereas this year, I didn't sell as many prints. I also didn't advertise them as aggressively though. I do have a buy 3 get 1 free mini print deal, which I didn't really advertise as aggressively as I did last year. This year, I sold a good amount of acrylic product. I also sold a decent amount of tote bags, but my best seller this year were actually my notepads. So I have 3 notepad designs and I basically kind of sort of sold out of them, and I kind of regret not bringing more because I wasn't anticipating that level of demand for my newer notepad designs. I don't know, I'm just glad people like them so much. I didn't think the stationery would do that well this year, so it looks like I miscalculated, but I'm glad that I sold tote bags as well this year, because last year I barely sold any tote bags at all last year at Mini Mini Con, but this year they actually sold, and my stationery did very well. Didn't really sell many stickers, but I did sell like my die cut stickers. I didn't sell that many of them. I did sell some sticker sheets, but the biggest sellers for me this year were definitely notepads and acrylic charms. I also didn't sell as many pins this time, which is surprising too, because I sold a lot of pins last year, but they weren't as popular this year. So, you know, it just goes to say you never know what will sell at a convention. It changes all the time. Wow, my phone ran out of storage in the middle of filming that. This is just a sign that I really should save up for a camera just to film instead of just using my phone for everything. But anyway, Mini Mini Con was good. I'm currently working on a shop update. It's very, very, very long overdue. I keep putting it off and it's just so bad. I'm so awful about shop updates these days, but I do have new products I really want to put on my shop, and I'm preparing them. I've made some new graphics for my actual storefront. I'm also preparing for some future events I have. So I have DreamHack Dallas in June. It's like June 3rd through 5th. So I'll be there for DreamHack Dallas. And then after DreamHack Dallas, I have the Tokyo Night Festival, Tokyo X or whatever in Houston. That's also in June. I think it's like 2 weeks after DreamHack Dallas. I will be doing 2 events in 1 month. I overbooked myself because I wasn't expecting myself to land a job so soon, a full-time job, but it's okay. It's just 1 month. And then I also have Anime Matsuri coming up in August. I believe it's the weekend of August 14th or something like that. I'll have to double check the dates, but I have that coming up as well. So I'll be preparing new products for all these events. And I kind of want to make Honkai Star Rail merch because I've been playing. I'm like almost Trailblaze level 40. I love turn-based games, so I've been having a good time and I really want to make merchandise for it. Other than that, I don't have any events planned for after Anime Matsuri at the moment, but it's okay. I'll probably be dialing back on the conventions while I focus on full-time work and also just general shop maintenance-y things. And also, I really want to spend more time just drawing for fun and not having to worry about, you know, making sure that everything I draw is like shop-worthy, if that makes sense. So there's that. But anyway, that was my Mini Mini Con vlog / review. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, informative. If you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to leave a comment down below. I'll answer it, you know, as soon as I'm able to the best of my ability. And also, if you didn't know that I have a full-time job now, I posted like a little life update video, which I'll also probably put up there probably, so you can watch that as well if you're curious about all my various life updates. And I guess I will see y'all next time with some kind of maybe studio vlog or an artist diary thing, or who knows, I don't know, we'll see. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, week, weekend, month, year. I don't know, I always do the same outro and I'm always just as awkward every single time, but thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Good luck with all your future endeavors, and I hope all of your future events are successful. Anyway, I